out there in YouTube land.
Welcome back to our channel.
Today we thought we would discuss what's some cool things that you can do for the darkly inclined for Valentine's Day.
Yes. If you celebrate Valentine's Day. If not, do an anti-Valentine's Day.
Goodness knows I've done those in my time.
They're fun.
You can do some really cool parties.
Yes.
So, you know, we thought this would be an important thing to do because not everyone dates or is married to somebody who is goth or alternative, so this kind of gives an idea of, you know...
Where do you look?
Exactly, because,
what do you gift?
You know, not everybody knows that there's actually, like, pretty big stores where you can buy a lot of really cool stuff from. So we thought we would kind of do a combined, like, video about gifts as well as, like, some brands that we really love that are easily accessible.
Yeah.
So,
and I guess the first, you know, major hitter in Valentine's gifting is always, you think of jewelry.
Yes.
And that's, you know, always a good thing. There are things, you know, if you really want to go on the high end of it, there are black diamonds.
Absolutely. Or if you want to do more affordable, there are companies like Alchemy Gothic.
Yes.
And Tabby and I are huge fans of Alchemy Gothic.
They have a variety of just about anything, from the roses to the skulls to ravens to bats.
In fact, Tabby's necklace is an Alchemy Gothic piece. They just do all types of things. And some of the stuff is kind of more creepy, some of it's more metal, and some of it's just absolutely gorgeous.
And I also like, along the terms of the jewelry, is Vancaro. They do a lot of really beautiful rings, and they reach more into the Gothic realm. So they use a lot of black elements in there. But they also have, you know, if you have somebody who wants kind of the rose gold and, you know, the silver or whatnot, they do a lot of that. But they do a lot of Gothic style jewelry.
And then if you want to go after something that's a little bit more not mainstream, so to speak, you can go to, like, Rogan Wolf, which my necklace is from Rogan Wolf. They do, like, skeletal things, like this is a bat wing. They have, like, cats and all types of different things. They're made out of a type of plastic, so if you have someone that is allergic to metals, it's a really good option.
Yes. And of course, you know, Etsy.
Yes, Etsy. There's so many amazing artisans on Etsy. You know... I think we all can spend oodles of money on Etsy. Probably way too much. But it's a really good resource because on Etsy you not only get, you know, companies from the United States, but you have artisans from all over the world.
Right.
So, you know, it really, the only thing you have to watch about is the shipping, because sometimes the shipping can get really expensive depending on where the item is that's coming in. But it's... You know, there's so many gorgeous things on there, and vintage things. You can find, like, vintage clothing, vintage shoes.
Vintage mourning rings. I've noticed there's a huge inclination toward kind of the old Victorian mourning ring. And they are very beautiful.
Yes, they are.
But they have cameos, you know, just anything. And if you want to reach more, say, you know, your person is not so much a fan of jewelry, or maybe you did that for Christmas. Shoes are everybody's best friend. I
think everybody, like, you know, has some type of shoe that they're just dying for. We have a bunch of favorite brands. One of my absolute favorites has always been Doc Martens. And, you know, when I first started getting into Doc Martens, they were pretty much just the combat boots.
Yeah.
But they've branched out in recent years, and they have, you know, like Mary Janes and sandals and all types of stuff. And, you know, it all kind of falls into the kind of alternative and Gothic aesthetic because it's not, you know, athletic shoe styling and that type of thing. It just kind of connects with that kind of work/industrial type thing.
Right.
And they also have vegan options now.
Yes. And, you know, a lot of people are really aiming for vegan options. The other, you know, big name that we all tend to know about in the goth world is Killstar.
Yes.
And they have a huge variety of anything from jewelry to clothing to shoes, and they have these wonderful little things called creatures. So if you're looking for a cute plushie, That's where you go. Go to Killstar and look up creatures.
They have, like, little unicorns, and they had a bat once, which Tabby and I both have the bat.
Oh, yeah, the bat.
And they have cats and 3-headed dogs and, just all types of things. Just really, really cool, cute plushies. So
yes.
Those are a really, really good option. Another one is, if you're not someone that likes to necessarily buy something, but you like to make something, almost every single craft store has black roses. So you can make all types of things with artificial black flowers. And,
switch it up. Maybe, your significant other or your friend, whoever you're gifting, likes, a little bit of pops of color. Mix the black in with the pops of color.
Yeah.
I mean, be creative.
Another thing, if your significant other or your friend loves perfumes, Seance Perfumes makes all different types of scents out of natural oils. Yes. So, while I can't use them because I'm allergic to scents, from what I've heard from other people, they're just gorgeous smelling perfumes.
Right.
So that's another avenue to check out.
And that's something that you can, play with too, because it's kind of a handcrafted thing. And sometimes these places will have the option to kind of make your own scent with their ideas. So
it's definitely just another avenue to check out. One of the things that I really enjoy doing around Valentine's Day is I always watch the original My Bloody Valentine.
Oh, yes.
And, I know that it was remade in 2009, but there's a soft spot in my heart for the 1981 version. And the reason why is that it was actually trying to be a really hardcore horror film.
Yes.
And it's full of, like, the old-fashioned Halloween, or not Halloween, but Valentine's Day decorations. And, so you have, like, the old, like, satin candy hearts, and then you open up and there's a real heart in there. And it's just stuff like that that's kitschy and fun, but also the way it's presented so serious that it comes off funny.
Yes.
So I really love the 1981 version. And the 2009 version also was supposed to be 3D, which didn't really work, and so, yeah.
2009 has a lack... It has a lack of feel and nostalgia.
Yeah.
That, the original has. On the level of handmade, something that I've done, over the years is I will make a meal. Just whatever.
And, also, if you're someone that has a talent for writing, you can write a poem.
Yeah, or a song.
Or even a letter. You can write a letter to somebody that you care about and just, tell them how you feel in a different format, because there's something to be said for the lost art of letters.
Yeah, the lost art of just being able to write something and not, even if you're writing a poem in a card, like a blank card, that's still, it's something it's personal from you to your person.
And you're not just relying on whatever kitschy, like, corporation has come up with. And they actually hire out people to make those messages. I don't know if you all knew that, but they actually hire people to write the messages and greeting cards, and they mass produce them. That's how they make them. So it's better if you get a blank card and actually write whatever it is that you want to say. It doesn't necessarily have to be fancy or anything, but it means more if you have a personal message.
Exactly. And, for anybody that feels like, I don't have anybody to celebrate Valentine's Day with, or, I have this one friend, but, he or she doesn't have anyone, bring them a rose.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with...
You can still
this is a
be
celebration.
A friend and be Valentine's. It's not necessarily a in-love thing. It's a celebration of love. You can love your friends, you can love your family, you can love your significant other, you can love your pets. You can give your friend a Valentine.
Exactly.
You can give your pet a Valentine. I think that would actually be really cute. Make, like, if you have a dog or something, you could arrange their food in, like, in a heart shape or something. That'd be really cute.
I do doggy donuts.
That's adorable.
Yes, I give my dogs Valentines, but...
But, it's not necessarily... if you're not with someone on Valentine's Day, try not to think about it as a holiday only for couples, because it's not.
Right. Or, if you feel really inspired, treat yourself to dinner.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You can certainly do that. Or, some sort of bauble that you've always wanted. Or, even if it's like, if you wanted to go to a movie, go to a movie. Do something for yourself.
Have fun with it. These are just a few ideas that we've come up with over time of what we've done or what the current brands are. And one thing we didn't mention was makeup's always there.
Yes. If you have a significant other or friend that happens to absolutely love makeup,
give them a
I'm sure they would absolutely love an eyeshadow palette or a lipstick or, whatever it is, just because you were thinking of them. Because that's the whole thing. It's a celebration of thinking of another person. Really.
Yeah.
So, have fun with it and try not to get too serious about it, because I think we're all a little bit too serious.
I think we are. So, what do you guys like to do on Valentine's Day?
We would like to know, actually, because, we certainly aren't the be-all and end-all of ideas, and I think it's good for us all to talk about all different types of things, because you out there might have come up with something that's really, really sweet and cute or cool, and we'd love to hear about it.
Exactly. I know the big thing, too, something I thought was really cute before we, let you guys go for the evening, was they have now heart-shaped astrology.
Oh!
For, specific days and times, and then you can also do the astronomy for it, too.
Oh, that's very cool.
So it goes on your, were you in Capricorn or Sagittarius? Were you, what position were you? And these were the stars in the sky at the time.
That's really neat.
It's a really interesting thing.
That's really a cool idea.
Be creative.
Yeah. So, we'll leave you now, and we hope you all have a wonderful evening. So, until next time.
Bye.